Here for the first live stream of the day. We're all here.
Good. Wait.
Yeah, because somebody doesn't take naps anymore.
No.
No.
That's
Not, it's not good.
good.
Right? It's not good?
Not good.
Not good?
No.
No.
Good.
These freaking chargers, I gotta tell you, they really frost my ass. They don't always work.
No wonder.
Anyways, we got hit with a little bit of a snowstorm last night, but it wasn't too bad.
No.
All right, let's see. Where are we? Here.
No. No.
Don't rip that. Yeah, don't rip that. All right. Get your little drawing sketch pad over there. Oh, let's lower this before we got to have that nonsense. First person here is Jasmine. Will I reconcile with Capricorn soon?
No.
Will I reconcile with the Capricorn soon?
You want to eat?
Not that soon. Maybe within the next couple of months, you could reconnect. Okay, love. Got a new journey on the horizon and a new beginning about to begin. If you're not with anyone right now, listen to your intuition. You got a Sagittarius coming in. You also have another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and the hard work that you put in comes back to you. Cause for celebration comes in when you're no longer holding yourself back. Not looking back on the past fondly, but moving forward. Sabrina, when will Jay divorce his wife? They could get separated at any moment, but the divorce may not be final until sometime this summer. Ariane, General. The hard work that you put into career, school, business work, whatever it is that you do all day comes back to you. Money comes in. Lay down the law, set up boundaries. Don't be afraid to express what you need. Happiness is coming out over your life this year. It looks like romance heats up and moves forward. You also could be going back to school, learning a new area of study. You may be prepared or ready to move homes, change homes, upgrade your home sometime before the end of this year. Growth, change, and transformation comes in. A wish comes true. Emin, why would Y notice that I and D solved together? Would Y notice that I and D solved together? I think they would notice, yes. Love always. What does KO feel about what I last sent him? Upset, anxious, and maybe even a little bit hurt. I don't know what you sent, but he may be taking it personally. Or he could be taking it, yeah, it's made him nervous. There's anxiety around it. Malika, General. Tonight there is a 2-hour Curious George special on. 7 o'clock. You gonna watch it? I don't know if it's 2 hours or 2 episodes. You gonna watch it?
No.
George. Yeah, I know. You get excited every time you see the commercial. Yeah. Okay, it looks like you're not looking back on the past fondly. You're not holding yourself back. Life is moving forward. Travel comes in on the horizon. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries serves you well. The hard work that you put into work, school, career, business, whatever you do all day, comes back to you're headed towards the 10 cups being full. Could be moving homes, changing homes, or upgrading your home. Happiness comes out over your life. You could be spending time with the Sagittarius, and your perseverance seems to pay off. You, Polly, will Amit give me a positive response upon meeting me and accepting his business offer in January and agree to the negotiation? Yes. Yeah, it should be positive, whatever's going on between the two of you. Emin, what would he do about it? Doesn't do anything about it. He comes up undecided and he holds himself back and nothing changes for the better quickly. Whatever it is, he's noticed it or he's taken notice of it, but he doesn't do anything about it. Love always. What are KO's next actions towards me? Communication comes in via some sort of a text message, and you could feel like there's growth, change, and transformation coming in and around the situation. HEA. Why did Mustafa unfollow me on Instagram abruptly? Doesn't he want to follow me anymore? No, I don't know what happened. I don't know if he saw something that he didn't like, or it could be that, but he also could be cleaning up his contacts and deleting people that he feels either he doesn't want to move forward with. It's like all of a sudden he's getting private. I wouldn't be surprised if he put his thing on his Instagram page on private. I think he may feel like he's got somebody watching him and he's cleaning up his contacts. It's like all of a sudden he got annoyed with people, places, and things. I don't think you were the only person he unfollowed. I think he did to a couple of people. And I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't last forever. Like, this may just be a moment in time, and then he may re-add you again. Be wise, general. You could have a new business idea, or you may be focused on a side hustle that brings in money. You got a new journey on the horizon. An Aries enters, a Capricorn enters. It looks like there's your Capricorn. Communication comes in from somebody you've been hoping to speak with or something you've been hoping to hear back from. Growth, change, and transformation is coming in and around your life, and you got a little bit of money coming your way. Yeah, she's a chatty Cathy, this one. Avery, do you like to talk a lot?
No.
No, I think you do. We were outside before, and the guys were like plowing and shoveling, and she was telling them what to do. You're going to be the boss? Boss? I lost my spot. Let me go back up to the top. Fia, general reading. You play with these. Life changes for the better for you quickly. Out of the clear blue sky, all of a sudden things change for the better. An Aries comes in that could be of significance. You're headed towards the 10 cups being full. You hear back from something or somebody you've been hoping to hear from. You could be picking up a new hobby. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. And you even have some travel coming in. You could be spending time with a fire sign that isn't the Aries, it could be another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Got a lot of fire coming in. Sanch for tomorrow. Stepping into your own strength and your own self-confidence serves you well. The hard work that you put into whatever you're doing tomorrow comes back and pays off. It looks like you have a new venture on the horizon as Sagittarius enters. You could reconnect with an old friend you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time, and you're being guided by the divine. Anxiety moves into the past. Mihak 503, general for the next 7 days. Anxiety moves into the past. You could be picking up a new creative project that you may be working on. You got some money coming in. You could be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Stepping into your own courage and your own self-confidence seems to serve you well. Being guided by the divine leads you to a new journey of some type. You could have travel coming in, or you could be planning travel. And you may be spending time with the Sagittarius. That could be of significance. Hey, what's that over there making all that noise? Uh-oh, put the light back on. Put the light back on, Doodles. Good girl. Go ahead, you got it. Good. Very good. Now leave it like that. Love always, general. Did I skip anybody? Okay. Love always for general. Now you got lipstick on your nose. Nose. Love cup is full moving forward. Life changes for the better quickly. Anxiety moves into the past. It looks like you may have a new beginning on the horizon. Ace of Pentacles usually has to do with business or work, career, but it really could be a new beginning in almost any area. You might make a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Fire sign enters, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Hey, what do you want to do? You want to see George? George. You want to see George? Don't touch your diaper. Leave it alone. Want to see George? Here, go ahead. Let's make it a little bit louder so you can hear it. All right. And I'll use this one. George. Adriana, do you see me working in the USA? I'm going nuts. Yeah, you could. You could. You got a 70% chance, yes, you'll be working in the USA. I think you can make that happen if you really want to. Gerard, what's my love interest Anne's current feelings and next actions towards me when she sees my messages and gift for her soon? She'll be happy. She'll be happy and content. She'll feel like your relationship is strengthening. Communication comes in and a new journey begins through divine timing. Uh-oh, what's George doing? Is he getting in trouble? always in trouble, that guy. He's always in trouble. It's a good thing he's cute. Don't put that in your mouth. I know, the time goes by so fast. It's crazy. And I feel like, yeah, like, you know, and like people always say, oh, kids grow up so fast. And I think like we know that, but when you really watch it, it's crazy. It's like she had a pair of boots last year that were a little bit too big. And she didn't wear them that much. We didn't get much snow, but I tried to put them on her today and I couldn't get her feet in them at all. And the other pair of boots that she has are a little too big. But that's okay. I'm not one to be out in the snow. So we could be out in the snow for 2 minutes, then we can come back in. We were actually out for a while, but we weren't in it. We were like on the sidewalk. Uh, Saki, what's coming on work for me? I hope I manage today's chaos well and my seniors like me. Okay, let's see. Oh, he's on the ship? What's he doing on the ship? He's got with the dog? What's the dog's name? Yeah, you know what? It looks like they have a lot of respect for you. They don't think you hold yourself back. They feel like you're very ambitious. Whatever happened today, happiness comes out over the situation. I think you can breathe a sigh of relief. Things went well or they will be going well. It also looks like the higher-ups think that you have a lot of potential. You're grounded, stable, pleasant to work with, and you have a lot of potential. It looks good. It looks good for whatever happened today. Amazing me, General Love. I know. He's so freaking cute. Oh, look, there's a cat there, too. I never saw that cat before. You got success coming in and around love. But you may have to make a decision to leave something in the past behind that you might feel is just not working for you anymore. Two of Cups in reverse. You might make a decision to leave a relationship or leave a situation. If you decide to walk away from something that isn't working, it's only a little mini tower moment, and then your love life moves forward successfully. The world is at your feet, and you've got an earth sign that comes in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Looks like stepping into your own strength and your own self-confidence serves you well. Letting go of things that aren't working rather than trying to force things that are just not working seems to help your life move forward towards greener pastures and brings in great happiness. Donna, I have a question. Do you see that relationship moving forward at this point? You know who I'm talking about. That relationship seems to be, it's stable and it's growing and transforming, but it's not like moving forward to the next level. No, not right now. But the relationship itself looks like it's pretty well functioning right now. Lose, general. No longer feeling burdened by the weight of the world. You may be feeling grounded and stable around work and career. Anxiety has moved into the past or will be moving into the past. An air sign comes in around you that could be of significance, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. The love cup is full. When you let go of people, places, and things that are no longer serving you, you move forward to greener pastures around love. Before the end of the year, you're headed towards the 10 cups being full. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Sakshi, what did he think after seeing my stories? He didn't think much of anything. Slow and steady wins the race. Possibly thought that they were interesting or unique, but didn't read too much into anything. HEA. Will Mustafa the Pisces text me today or tomorrow? He left my message asking him why he unfollowed me on scene. I don't see communication coming in today or tomorrow. Maybe sometime this week you'll speak to him, but I don't think it's going to be as soon as today or tomorrow. Sister, will I have my moon this weekend? I'm not convinced. No, I'm not convinced. Desiree, my dog ran away this morning. Will he show up? Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sure he'll show up. Let's see. I think he's going to show up. Yeah. They usually do. I mean, I had a dog that used to get out all the time, and she was part Greyhound mix, and she was crazy, but she always came back. I hope he comes back. Do you have a chip in him? I would contact the vet, and I would contact the local shelters. My ex-boyfriend from like 100 years ago had this. He was a golden retriever, and his name was Whiskey, and he was petrified of thunderstorms. And I don't know, he got out once and it was raining, and I don't know, it's like he lost his sense of where he was. He would get so disorientated from the thunderstorms. Some lady found him and brought him to the vet, and the vet knew him. And the vet contacted my boyfriend's father, and they got him back. But it's scary, you know, when the dog does something like that. Especially with him being so afraid of the thunderstorms. Like, they knew he was afraid, and he was out in it, lost, like a big dope. Lee. Isaac didn't tell me anything on my birthday, but sent me a request on Facebook the following day. What was that about? I say this all the time. Guys don't usually pay much attention to birthdays. So I wouldn't be offended if he doesn't wish you a happy birthday. I mean, it's just usually not... Birthdays are not a big deal to guys. Birthdays are a big deal to women. If you make your birthday a big deal, you're going to be disappointed because it's not a big deal to him, so he's not thinking anything of it. It looks like the Facebook request was, it felt natural to him, or like it was no big deal. I don't think one thing had to do with the other. It's like he saw you on Facebook, he requested you. The birthday thing I would forget about because, I mean, Avery's father doesn't know the birthday of any of his children. He has an idea. But, I mean, it's just, that's how guys are, you know? My grandfather was the same way. He had all these brothers and sisters. He couldn't remember when their birthdays were. And I used to ask him because I was into the astrology of it, you know? What do you want? But he could, like, it's like, he's like, I know they're all born in May, but I don't know the dates. And I've heard Avery's dad ask his one son, like, you're born on what, the 8th? Like, you don't know? But, you know, it was a guy, so he was like, yeah, the 8th, or whatever it was. And I was like, how do you not know your kid's birthday? But that's just how guys are. My father's not so bad, but he's like, doesn't always remember how old I am. You know, it's just, guys, and men and women are just different. And if you make your birthday a big deal, you're gonna get disappointed. I wouldn't. I think the two situations had nothing to do with one another. Avery, sit, sit. Who's that guy? The maestro? What do they call him? The maestro, the guy that does the conductor. What's the matter with George? He's upset. Yeah, they do barely remember their own. That's true. My other friend, he could never remember his mom's birthday. But for him, I mean, he can't remember mine either, but both of us were born in March. So he knew he could rely on me to remind him that his mother's birthday was coming. I think it's the 19th. I think that's when her birthday is. I used to always remind him. He used to always think my birthday was St. Patty's Day. I don't know why, but he did. Holidays too. I remember when I first started seeing this one guy, it was right before my birthday, and I'm like, oh, he's definitely gonna wish me a happy birthday, right? Because like we just started talking. No, we didn't. Like, oh, I bet he'll remember. He didn't. That's all right. Liz sees next action towards me. What's itching? What's itching? I think she's got a little dry scalp. Maybe we put some coconut oil in there. Sees next actions towards me. Communication comes in, a new beginning starts that could lead to success. Or you could be feeling like the connection is much more successful. Sana, is the problem that I'm having with the rent will actually be solved? The landlord won't give me the new contract for the new guy. Why and I can't afford to pay the rent for the 2 rooms. Okay. Is the problem that I'm having with the rent, will it be solved? Oh, all right. Hang on. What happened to George? What happened to George? There he is. Oh, look at those birds. Yeah, there's growth, change, and transformation that comes in and around your situation here. It's going to get worked out. Lee. I don't see it yet. Let me do Minazi. Does Derek got a tarot reading on me? Okay, did Derek have a tarot reading on me? Oh, he's so cute, right? I don't think he had a reading on you, no. He may have gone for a reading, but I don't think it was specifically on you. Lee, I find that weird because we talked the day before my birthday. It's kind of hard for him to forget, but what's Isaac's problem with me? But your birthday's not a big deal to him because birthdays aren't a big deal to men. Do you see what I'm saying? Your birthday is a big deal to you. Birthdays are a big deal to women. Guys don't care. So it wasn't something that was in his mind because it's not a big deal to him. Just like my friend with his mom. He knows that his mom is going to be upset if he forgets her birthday, but he doesn't care enough to remember it. It's just not a big deal to him. So, it's like everybody has different importance, what's important to them. And when it comes to men, they don't care about Valentine's Day. They don't care about holidays. They don't care about birthdays. Women do. So for him, it wasn't important to him. So whether he wished you a happy birthday or he honestly forgot, it wasn't front and center in his mind. Now, that's why, like I always say that Valentine's Day is a scam. Because the men are not going and buying gifts out of the goodness of their heart because they love you, they want to be with you, they can't stop thinking about you. The men are going out and buying Valentine's Day gifts because I'm going to be fucking in trouble if I don't. And I know this because I've worked in a grocery store. And men would come in, I need something for Valentine's Day, I can't go home without it. Well, I don't want a gift from that kind of guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's phony. So he didn't wish you a happy birthday because it wasn't in his head. It wasn't a priority. He doesn't have a problem with you. It's just it's not important to him. Just like Valentine's Day probably isn't important to him. He doesn't have any problem with you. He's just, you don't have the same value. You know, like, it's like what's important to you, right? Some people are impressed by fancy cars. I'm not impressed by a fancy car. I could give a shit less. But some people are impressed by it. I have 2 friends, right? They're both guys. The one guy wants to have all these, back cameras, things in the car, this sound system, that sound system. The other guy is like, listen, I just want a car that's going to take me from point A to point B. I don't need all the gadgets. Who's right? Who's right? They just have different opinions. Your birthday is not a big deal to him. It doesn't mean he doesn't care about you. See, we tend to place importance on things that we think are important. My birthday is important to me. If you like me, then my birthday should be important to you. But that's not true. That's how you think. Just like me, I used to make a big deal over everybody's birthday. Nobody ever remembered mine. Because I wasn't advertising it. I don't know, I just wasn't. But nobody ever made a big deal out of mine. I always made a big deal out of other people's. Why? Because it was important to me that they felt happy on their birthday. But that doesn't have to do with them. That has to do with me. I wanted them to be happy. Why? Why? They didn't care. I mean, maybe they did. I don't know. But I did it because I wanted to. Do you see what I'm saying? Like I said, if you put too much emphasis on birthdays, holidays, Valentine's Day, that kind of bullshit, you're going to be disappointed because these guys don't have the same value. It's just another day. But he doesn't have a problem with you. He's just, the 2 of you are not on the same page. Avery, what are you doing over there making all that racket?
No.
HK, what does James tell his friends about me? He's the hermit. He doesn't say much. I don't know where your relationship is with him, but he seems to keep things kind of private. He might say that you're a nice person. He could say that you're friends. They may know that he sees you, but he doesn't say too much. He kind of keeps things to himself. Let me see where I am. I think I'm up to Maggie, me, and F, the Leo, for the next 2 months. Communication could pick up. You might feel like things change for the better quickly around communication. I would be prepared for more communication. I don't see much more than that happening right now, not over the next 2 months. Beautiful one, General. Abe's, what are you doing over there? I got George over here. You want to see Peppa the Pig? General for today for beautiful one. Cause for celebration comes in. Perseverance pays off. Feeling better compensated and better respected around work or school. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It will serve you well. You got money coming in. Coco, what is going to happen this weekend that I'm not expecting? You want to see Peppa? Peppa? Oh, this one's live. Oh, look, they're on a boat too. Everybody's sailing. Everybody's going on a cruise. What is going to happen this weekend that I'm not expecting?
Oh, stop.
Not really anything out of the ordinary is going to happen. It looks like your intuition could be heightened. I don't know if that's something that you're not used to, but otherwise it looks like there's time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may be feeling like the hard work that you put into work, school, or business, whatever you do all day, comes back to you. There's not really anything out of the ordinary different happening this weekend. No, Zara, her birthday is Monday. She will be 2 years old, and then I think we have to start potty training. But I think I have to get one of those little mini seats and sit it on the toilet, because the portable toilet, she takes it apart. She takes it apart and uses it for other things. Like the seat part that the pee-pee would go in, she puts her toys in it. I don't think that that's going to work for us. Lena, love for the next 3 months. You might be making a decision to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you. And when you do that, anxiety moves into the past and your life moves forward. You find a relationship that's well functioning, like cause for celebration comes in, after you leave things in the past that are kind of stagnant. Negativity moves into the past. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Taurus and a Sagittarius coming in that could be nice options. But you're not going to settle for less than you deserve or less than what you want. And it looks like things change for the better for you quickly. You have growth, change, and transformation around your life moving forward, your love life moving forward. But leaving things in the past has to come first, and then you move forward with options. And then at that point, if you're looking for a committed relationship, you can find a well-functioning one. Now, what are Ammon's next actions towards me for the rest of January? Looks a little slow and stagnant, but communication should come in. There should be communication that comes in between now and the end of January. Isabella, will there be a committed relationship and living together in the near future in February or March? I don't think that soon, no. I don't see you moving in with anybody before March. What, you want to put this on? There you go, let me see. Say hi to everybody now. Whoop. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen before March. A committed relationship sometime this year, yeah. But I don't think you'll move in with anybody before March. Dorothy Collins, can you tell what's the best job for 2022? Only if you tell me the options that you have. Like, I don't know, working at the mall versus working in a high school. Like I could weigh one against the other, but I can't pull a job out of the sky. I can tell you if you're going to get a job or the potential, how many potential jobs or job offers, but I can't tell you like what you're meant to do or what's going to come in, like what the occupation of the job will be. Thinking maybe up to litter B. Will my daughter's eye heal naturally? She's 3 years old, or will she need surgery? Will the eye heal naturally? Will she need surgery? I think it's going to heal naturally. I wouldn't be surprised if it heals naturally. Is it like a muscular thing? Um, but like I would always tell you, make sure you're seeing doctors and all of that jazz. But it seems like the chances are with her being so young, it's going to heal naturally. Asia, will Abdul Salim talk to me again? Yes.
What? What?
I know Avery did grow up fast. And she's got to do everything herself. You can't try to help her with anything. Peeling an orange, she's got to do it herself. If you peel it, she's not going to eat it. And if you try to hand her something in her mouth, she'll go. You got to put it down so that then she can take it herself. Makes quite a mess sometimes. TD energy around going to my parents' house today. Not bad. Successful new beginning. Love cup is full. Feeling grounded and stable. Cinnamon for the rest of this weekend. Anxiety moves into the past. No longer feeling burdened or weighed down by the weight of the world. Could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It also looks like you may be feeling a little bit more financially stable. Could hear from somebody you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Somebody that you would be hoping to hear from. Got a little passion coming in. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It'll serve you well. T-Yvette weekend. Your intuition is heightened. Definitely listen to it. Growth, change, and transformations coming in and around your life that's leading you to cause for celebration. Relationships function well this weekend. You're no longer holding yourself back. The world is at your feet. You could be hanging out with a Capricorn. You could also be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Potty training tests her early decision making. I think she's going to train easy or quick because she already doesn't like having the diapers on. I don't know. We'll see. When I sit her on the toilet, I mean, I get it. It could be kind of frightening because that hole is too big right now. I got to get a smaller one. She doesn't really like that when I sit her on there. Divine Cancer, current feelings and next actions from the Libra S. Well, she seems to be holding herself back, But she is hoping for growth, change, transformation. Cause for celebration comes in around things starting to function a little bit better. I think that you'll hear from her. Communication will come in through some kind of a message. All About Maine, the weekend love read. Looks good. Could be passionate. You may be spending time entertaining at home. Romance heats up and it looks like there's happiness that comes in as things start to move forward, possibly with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. If you're already with somebody, then I would say your current relationship is starting to move forward, being guided by the divine towards success. Donna, past New Jersey Realtor exam. Oh, congratulations. January 19th, first try or reschedule. Oh, you're going to take it on the January. That was my grandfather's birthday. He would have been 100 this year. Will I pass it on the first try? I think you'll pass it on the first try. I don't think you're going to have to redo it. Evan, H asks why N is upset, moody, and not acting the best these days. Okay. Why is N upset and moody these days? Well, be feeling stuck and stagnant. May feel like romance has run out. May feel like they're not getting the new beginning that they hoped for. They just may be a little bit under the weather and not feeling like anything is really going their way. And instead of just saying that, which then it would make sense, they just kind of have kind of like an attitude and they're a little bit closed off. It'll pass. It's not going to last forever. But I would call them out on it. Put them on the spot. I don't see any reason why not to. Oh, look, Peppa is dressed like a pig. Dressed like a witch for the Halloween. Cece, will Em and I hang out this weekend, and if no, when? I don't think you're going to hang out this weekend. I think you'll hang out sometime before the end of January, but I don't think it's going to be this weekend. Magic. I don't see it yet. TD, K's energy towards me. Pretty good. Looks like romance is heating up and a new venture is about to begin. Or moving forward. Things could be moving forward. Magic, how will my academic advisor, female, think and feel when she reads the email that I just sent her? How will the advisor think and feel? Seems to be not holding herself back, and there's happiness around the email. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what the email said, but she may feel like you're prepared, your perseverance pays off, and things are moving forward towards it for you, or may feel that you're stepping up to the plate or putting in some good effort. Something around that email makes her happy. All right, let me see where I am on the regular list. You being so good today, Avery. Is Dylan snoring? How about Miss Therese, general for the weekend? That leaf is so pretty. General for the weekend. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care because life is about to change for the better quickly. Might not change this weekend, but take time to relax when you can. It looks like you could have an air sign, not an air sign, a water sign around you, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, a Sagittarius, a Taurus, and a Scorpio around. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in, but that might not be this weekend. That may be on its way. This weekend, it looks like you do have some options and choices socially or people to hang out with, but you may decide to take time for yourself, which would be not be a bad idea. Because it looks like as we move through January, things seem to get very busy. Money, will H and me be in a long-term relation or just a temporary if things change into love in the future, okay? Is there potential for a long-term relationship? You got about a 70% chance, yes, you'll have a long-term relationship with this person. MJ, what's the reason the Sajjad blocked me but is still talking to me? I would ask him. Why did you block me? Put him on the spot. It looks like he feels like the relationship was not growing, changing, or transforming as fast as he wanted it to, so he blocked you. But I don't know how he's still contacting you. I can't fucking stand the blocking nonsense. I got to tell you that. The moon is in reverse, which means you'll find out. He's going to tell you. Whatever it is that's causing him to act this way, he's going to tell you. With the moon in reverse, it comes out into the open. But I would call him out on it, especially if you're talking to him. Why did you block me? I mean, the blocking thing I have no patience for because it's that block, unblock, follow, unfollow. It means nothing. It means nothing because he can unblock you tomorrow and then block you again 3 days later. What does it mean? That he got to bug up his ass for 2 minutes? It's ridiculous. I can't with the blocking. It drives me nuts. I would call him out on it because if you put him on the spot, he's going to have to give you an answer. And I would do it while you're on the phone with him or while you're in person. I wouldn't do it like through text message or something like that because then he just isn't going to answer it. Why'd you take off your socks? I know, I think he felt like things weren't moving forward fast enough, so he thought he was going to be an asshole and block you. Stupid. Stupid. Cece, general love for the weekend. I don't see all that much going on this weekend. You could be feeling undecided. It looks like you might make a decision to walk away from something or someone that you feel no longer serves you. You could feel as if you were treated unfairly. It doesn't look like all that much is happening love-related this weekend. It may be a good weekend to take time for yourself. Oh, look, it's Peppa's birthday, too. She's blowing out the candles. She's got a chocolate cake. That cake looks good. Peanut lover, general message. Got a new venture on the horizon. Feeling a little bit more financially stable. A Libra enters. You also have an Aries that enters. You may make a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You could be focused on a side business or a side hustle that could bring in extra cash. It also looks like with the Page of Cups, you could be picking up a new hobby or a new creative endeavor of some type. You could be spending time with an air sign in the near future, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You might be making plans to travel sometime. Like travel comes in, but it may not be right away. You could be planning it. It also looks like you might be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Got a lot of ambition in you this year. Oh, my nephew was one that wanted to be in the diapers. Yeah, they had a hard time with him. Adonis, have I been on Vivi's mind this week? Yes, you have. Miss Billy, General. Cause for celebration comes in and you're prepared for it. Your perseverance around work, school, or business pays off. Negativity moves into the past. You're headed towards the 10 cups being full this year. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Love cup is full. Things can be moving forward in your love life. Listen to your intuition. If you're with somebody, great. If you're not with anyone, you have a fire sign that comes in. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and also a Virgo. Um, Empress, what's coming next towards me? You could be going back to school, learning a new area of study, no longer feeling burdened and weighed down by the weight of the world. You could be working at a job where you feel better respected and better compensated. A new job opportunity comes in. The hard work that you put in comes back to you. Being focused on a side business or a side hustle could also bring in some extra money. Who here haven't I answered for yet? Oh, I missed one here from Minazi. Is Derek only mad because I called the cops on him hitting me? Yes. Yes, but you should call the cops on him hitting you. He shouldn't be hitting you. Too bad for him. Fuck that. Miss Therese, I literally turned down invites to go out as I wanted to rest. Good for you. Or you ever have it happen where you make plans to do something and like you want to do it when you make the plans, but then when the time comes up, you're like, ah, fuck, I really don't want to do that.
Ma.
Magic, what are my dad's side of the family's most recent thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards me? I'm not letting them back into my life ever and will ignore all communication. What are you doing? You want to hug my leg? That's what you want to do? Hug my leg? Yeah. Okay, a lot of them are not going to bother you. Some of them have some sharp energy around them when it comes to you, and that's they're not putting in any effort. You got others that are not holding themselves back and will reach out to you. They may be making a decision to try to reconnect with you. But for the most part, I don't think that they're going to bother you. I think that they kind of just leave things the way that they are, especially if the people that reach out to you get nowhere with you, the other people are not going to try. So I think you're pretty much free from them for a while. Did you come over here to scam? Dorothy, what's good coming towards me? Here, you want to see this, Peppa? The wheels on the bus go round and round. Okay, what's good that's coming towards me? Well, you got happiness coming out over your life. Stepping into your own ambition and your own self-confidence helps to push your life forward. You've got a Pisces and a Sagittarius that enter. You're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You could have travel on the horizon. You could be moving homes, changing homes, or upgrading your home, and you got some money coming in. Not bad. Lydia, love read. You got stuff happening here. So you've got a Sagittarius coming in or around. The Sagittarius, I don't know if that person's been around or if they're new energy. But the hard work that you've put into love is coming back to you. A Capricorn may be wanting to spend time with you. Also a Virgo. It also looks like you've got a Libra around, an Aries around, a Taurus around. You have options and things are moving forward for you. But you are ultimately calling the shots because you have a lot of energy around you. Now, will my ex Virgo apologize? Will my ex the Virgo apologize? Yeah, the Virgo does apologize at some point. I don't know how soon it's going to be, though. Speak knowledge. How did AB feel after asking on a date? Good. She felt confident and successful. Did she say yes? Because I think that you guys are going to see each other. There's growth, change, and transformation coming in and around the situation, being guided by the divine. The relationship moves forward romantically. All right, let me go back up. Oh, look, she's taking a bath too. Piggy's in the bathtub. Bada, how he responds to the message I sent him when he sees it in the future. Okay, how does he respond to the message when he sees it? You should get a positive response from him. Things should move forward. It may take a while, though. He's kind of the hermit here, so you may not hear from him right away. But when you do hear from him, it's positive communication that comes in. It looks pretty good. I don't know what your relationship is with him, but it could be turning romantic at that point. B, what are B's most recent thoughts about me? Thinks that you're ambitious, creative, unique, smart, intelligent, that you have a lot of potential, you're successful, and you're genuinely a happy person. What are you doing? wrong? What do you need? I think I am up to TD. Why is he being mean last night? Why was he being mean last night? He was in a bad mood. He may have had an argument with somebody. And he may have been taking it out on you. He felt very negative last night. He may have had an argument with somebody or was mad at somebody else and took it out on you. It's no excuse. No excuse, but that's what the cards say. What is it? What is it? This is what you want? Speak knowledge. How will AB feel after our date? She said yes. Oh, good. Things change for the better quickly after the date. Listen to your intuition. Things seem to go really well. The relationship seems to be well functioning. It seems to be quite mutual. A new beginning is on the horizon. And she seems to feel like you treat her really well. So it looks good. Kid Lily, does he still think about me sexually? I would say yes, from time to time he does. Is there anyone here I have an answer for? Pallavi, I didn't do love reading. You have a wish around love. Put it out to the universe. It looks like out of the clear blue sky, cause for celebration comes in, possibly with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You also have an Aquarius here. You may make a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And with that, you're no longer holding yourself back. You're making decisions to push your life forward. Being guided by the divine. Love heats up. Growth, change, and transformation comes in around your love life and leads to success. It also looks like you have a Scorpio around. Abhishek, general for the weekend. Wow, look at those sparkling teeth on that piggy. The weekend looks pretty good. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries serves you well. Stepping into your own strength and your own self-confidence brings in success. Growth, change, and transformation comes in and around your life. A Scorpio is around and also a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Romance may heat up this weekend. Being guided by the divine puts you at the right place at the right time. You also have time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, which is also a good thing. Almeria, energies of tea towards me. Pretty good. Communication's coming in quickly. It's like quick energy between the two of you. Not bad. Cool, Libra. Is the ex-wife thinking about reaching out? I hope not. She might be thinking about it, but she isn't going to because, I don't know, it may be a legal thing. The lawyer may have told her not to because she stops herself. She doesn't wind up reaching out. Rose, what does R want to tell me? are maybe looking to tell you that they're being guided. They feel like they're being guided by the divine. They're no longer holding themselves back, and their life is moving forward. Cause for celebration has come in around them. They've made a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve them. And cause for celebration has come in, or they feel relief around leaving things in the past that no longer work. They're feeling like they're connecting to their intuition more. They're also feeling better respected and better compensated around work, and their personal relationships are functioning better. They also may want to tell you that they feel like they've had good karma come back to their life, and they could have a new job or business opportunity. Rushi, general for the weekend. You have a new beginning on the horizon. A Virgo enters, so does a Pisces. You could have travel coming in. Maybe that doesn't happen this weekend, but there may be travel coming in for you soon. Could be spending time with a love connection. If you're with somebody now, great. If you're not, you have a Taurus, a Pisces, and a Virgo that come in. That could be options. It also looks like you're feeling ambitious, you're feeling successful, and you have time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Looks like a good weekend. Core, should I study or work next year? It comes up a little stronger that you should work next year. They both look like good options. If I had to pick one over the other, I would say work. Benita, what does Fritz see in me? Seems to think that the two of you have a nice connection, may think that you're loyal friends, could think that you're very hardworking, perseverant, grounded, and stable, may think that you're patient, kind, and caring, and could make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for? Cool, Libra. Will A, the Virgo, and I be in a relationship next month? You got about a 70% chance yes. Pisces Moon, how did my parents think of me yesterday? They think you have a lot of potential. They think you're passionate. They think that you're optimistic, or that they've seen a change in you from negative to positive recently. They may feel that you're well prepared, grounded, and stable, and you're successful. Oh my God, look at that computer. Nobody has a big computer like that anymore. They need to upgrade. Miss Therese, should I continue looking and applying for jobs or stop for now? I think you could stop for now. It looks like continue doing what you're doing right now. Um, I don't think that it's urgent that you change jobs right now. I think you could take a break. Lamis, what was the relationship between Gemini and his mother? They had a good relationship. They had, or they have a good relationship. The hard work that they put in has come back to them, and there's a lot of happiness around the connection. Magic, how will things be for me in all of 22? I completely ignore communication from my dad's family and any other attempts at reconciliation, and focus on my success and myself. You'll be successful. You got good karma, the world at your feet. You got a new venture on the horizon. You're working very hard. You're getting a lot done. You seem to accomplish a lot, and you're growing, changing, and transforming. Feeling very well respected around work, school, or business. Like cause for celebration comes in. It should be a good year. Should be a pretty good year for you. I hate these stupid songs. Oh, I'm sorry. It's patty cake. I know they didn't roll it. You gotta pet it, but you gotta roll it, and you have to pinch it. and squeeze it and squish it. Hamza, will I live with T next year in his house? Yeah, you can make that happen next year. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I don't like that shark song. We don't play that in this house. That stupid fucking shark song. I hate that song. But it all seems like it's the same. They're all the same song. Why don't they roll it? They don't roll it. Why don't they roll it? What is he doing with the broom? Shelby, will the judge view my financial situation as negative on January 28th regarding my son? They may view it as negative, yeah. They may view it as negative. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. But the answer to that question comes up yes. Iwa, what is the Gemini hiding from me that I have to know? People are hiding stuff. I can't get into what people are hiding. People are hiding all kinds of things. People lie about shit and they're allowed to. You think it's going to be a bad situation? Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. I don't know what the situation is, but the mothers usually pull rank over everything. So I wouldn't worry so much about that. CPS. But just because you don't have a lot of money or they view you as having a poor financial situation or less than ideal or whatever it is, doesn't make you a bad mother. Like, it doesn't. Makes it an unfortunate situation, but it doesn't make you a bad mother. Like, it's not like you're not allowed to have children if you don't have a lot of money. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think that that's going to hurt you. Donna, why haven't I met my soulmate yet? I'm being patient. Because you're not being patient if you're asking about it. So it's like having faith or having, like, being focused and asking about meeting a soulmate is not being patient. Being patient is getting busy doing other things and having faith that the soulmates come along when they come along. But if you're in a standstill when it comes to love, it's because you're chasing it too much. And you might not be doing anything, but the energy is when. That energy repels it. So when you forget about love and you go get busy doing something else, that's when options come in. But when you're always, when am I going to meet my soulmate? When am I going to meet? When, that repels it. So you may think you're being patient, but you're not being patient if you're constantly asking the question. It looks like you have 2 soulmate connections that come in early spring. But once again, you can push that away by having the energy of when. And that's what happens. People are like, they think they're being patient or they think they've disconnected, but they really haven't. And that tends to delay things because that's just the way it works. In order to get something to come to you, you have to let go of it. But you haven't let go of it if you're asking about it. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, it can be very frustrating, but that's just the way it works. You know, it's like, I always say this because it's a perfect example, and it happens with anything. You're waiting for somebody to call you back. You can hold the phone in your hand for 5 days and it will never ring. But if you put the phone down and you go take a shower, that's when you get the phone call. It's the same thing with love. It's the same thing with anything. The more that you're waiting for it, or the more that you're, thinking about it, asking about it, trying to make it happen, the further away it goes, which is frustrating. Amorous, will I get a job? Will I get a job? You will get a job sometime this winter. And it should be a job where you feel well balanced, well respected, and well compensated. Mariana, general for this week, good and bad. General for this week, good and bad. Oh, they're getting a rainy day over there. Doesn't look like a bad week. Looks like your perseverance seems to pay off around work, business, or school, whatever you do all day. Love cup is full. If you're with someone great, have patience with your current situation. If you're not with anyone, Sagittarius comes in and your life moves forward towards greener pastures. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. You could be feeling very passionately about something or someone this week, and it could be with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It also looks like when it comes to work, school, or business, you're feeling better compensated or better respected. And you could be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It looks good. What's the matter?
Hi.
What's the matter? It's raining over there at Peppa's house? It's been 7 years. My one friend, it was 12 years. She didn't date anybody for like 12 years. But she used to say, this is terrible, when her boyfriend broke up with her, like she broke up with him, right? And then they got back together and he dumped her. And she was like, at this point, she's like, everything about him made me sick. She said that the way that he used to breathe, she's like, I wanted to stab him. But he dumped her and she fell into a depression for like 2 years. She couldn't get out of bed. And she said it was because she knew that she would never be with anyone else. And then she would always follow that up with, and I was right. But she wasn't right. Because even though it took 12 years, she met somebody and she got married. So, but in the 12 years, I mean, you feel like nothing's ever going to change. She used to always say, I knew that when we broke up, I would never be with anybody ever again, and I was right. But she wasn't right. She was wrong. T-Vet, what's the truth behind the money situation with M? They're financially unstable. They may be feeling like they're the emperor in reverse, which is somebody who's trying to manipulate something. So I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what they're saying about the money situation, but they may not have money. They may actually have a lot of anxiety around money, and they may be lying. You know, once again, it comes back to what meaning we assign to things. So if this person has assigned money with being successful, then they may be lying about having more money because they feel like that equals success. Like, to me, I don't find money to be successful. You know what I mean? Like the other night, remember when I did that a benefit that we sent to the GoFundMe page for the woman that died? I mean, I feel like money could help, right? It could pay whatever bills she had. It could put money away for her daughter. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like money helps. What the fuck good is money? Like, the girl doesn't have her mom anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? So what does money do? Nothing. But some people don't feel that way. Some people feel like money equals success or a nice car equals success. So whatever they're saying around money, the way that I'm picking it up is that they may be trying to embellish because that makes them feel more successful or superior or whatever. But it's not really true because once again, it comes back to what we assigned value to. It doesn't really mean anything, only to us. But That was something that I learned from the law of attraction coach that I was working with way back when. I was working with Amanda from Create Your Future with Amanda, and she was really good. Whenever like I would like certain things I would say, she would say, "Yeah, but you've assigned that meaning. It's not true." Right? So just like with the birthday thing, if you assign meaning to your birthday, that's meaning you assign to it. It doesn't mean that it's true. It doesn't mean that the rest of the world feels that way. So if this person has assigned that money equals success, they may lie or embellish because that makes them feel better. It's not true because that's only how they what they value. Like to me, I don't really value money. Not that I don't value it. I think that you need it to survive. I just think that there's more important things than money. But that's only my opinion. Doesn't make it right. Love always. What are JJ's intentions with me? Well, it looks like communication picks up and he's prepared to put in a little bit more effort. You may feel like romance is heating up in the near future between the two of you. I don't see a commitment here, but we might not be there yet. That may be coming down the line. But at the very least, communication picks up. And you could be seeing one another. Nemo, what are Leon's intentions towards me? He's looking for things to change for the better quickly. He's hoping for communication to pick up. The love cup is full. There's a romantic interest here, and he's willing to see where it could go or explore the connection. Coco, I keep getting told that I'll get a better place than the one that I'm waiting for. Is this better place I'm being told about with my boyfriend? And if it is, how soon do you see us moving into the place? I don't see it as being with your boyfriend. It looks like it's your own place, and it looks like it could be sometime before the end of February. Emin, does Y love me? I don't think this person is in love with you at this point. I don't see a strong enough connection there right now. Mystery, I agree. But based on my own life, money can help. Yes, it's true. Yes, I agree with that. I remember when Jennifer Aniston was going through the whole Brad divorce, which for 15 years everybody was talking about. Not everybody, but it was always on the tabloids, and I worked in a grocery store. And I remember thinking, I would never want to go through something so painful in front of the whole world and have it on every magazine constantly for years. She was probably well over it, and they were still reporting on it, right? And I remember thinking, what good is the money? The money isn't going to buy Brad back, right? He left her for someone else. He left her for someone else. He ain't coming back, and that's all there is to it. And would you want him back anyway after he left you for someone else? But then I remember thinking, but you know what? I could rather cry my heart out on a beach somewhere than in the fucking grocery store like I had to do whenever I had a broken heart. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're right. Money doesn't fix it, but it could make life easier. It could also make life a little bit more pleasant. Sarah, New York, when I receive my money next week? You could receive money next week by Friday. Sandra, does T consider me as family or not? I think this person considers you to be family, yes. Letter B, how does RM feel about me now? Not in any contact. They think that you're a genuinely nice person. They think you're successful. They may feel that they have a lot of respect for you on some level, but they feel like they've hit a brick wall. They're at a standstill, and they may feel like either the trust has been lost or the connection has been broken. Juliet, why is Murat hot and cold? He seems unsure about me. I think it's going to pass because it looks like you got cause for celebration that comes in around the situation. The hard work you put into it comes back to you, and happiness comes out over the relationship. He may be a little bit unsure of what exactly he wants right now. That could be true, but I still think that things are going to move forward and work themselves out for the two of you. There's more to come. Yeah. Yeah, but I can't imagine, like, just imagine, like, the way those nasty magazines report, and, like, you're living through, that's just terrible. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for yet? Laura, I didn't answer for. Did I skip one? Maria, why is my person avoiding me all of a sudden? Does he have someone else? They could have somebody else around them, yeah. Yeah, there may be somebody else around them. Zara, career reading for the next 2 weeks. You could get a new opportunity. You got money coming in. You've got anxiety is moving into the past. A new beginning is on the horizon that could lead to financial stability. If you're looking for a job actively in the next 2 weeks, you have a wish. Put it out into the universe. You just might get it. That would be great. Alina, what is going on in the life of my crush? They may have recently started a new journey. They may be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. They could be planning travel on the horizon. They're feeling grounded and stable around finances. They're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. They're also feeling successful around work. They may feel better compensated or better respected, work, school, business, whatever they do all day. They're being guided by the divine, and they could be spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and also Sagittarius. Oh, I hope you get it, Zara. I hope you get it. Jamil, intentions of R towards me. Maybe looking for a new beginning. The hard work that you guys put into the connection, you'll get back. Maybe perseverant. Communication seems to pick up, and it could make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Abes, what are we doing here? Abes, what are you doing? Don't write on the wallpaper, okay? Agatha, will I graduate as an excellent student? Yeah, if you put the time and effort in, you can graduate, yes, with high honors. Mel, will I be able to master trading options? I'm still learning. Yes, you will be able to. Absolutely. What are you doing? Are you hiding behind me? What are you doing? Why does your hair look like that? What's happened here to your hair? Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet?
Yes.
What's going on with that hairdo, Avery? Thank you. She makes that funny face. Avery, what are you doing? Okay, who haven't I gotten to yet? Oh, when she speaks on the phone, it's really funny, right? What's the matter? You don't want to watch Peppa anymore? Should we put George back on? Let's see what else we can find. How about what about Minnie Mouse? We haven't seen Minnie Mouse in a while. Want to see Minnie? Who's that? There's a cat. Spiritually, what's to come for me in 2022? Perseverance seems to pay off. You got love, money, abundance, fertility coming in. Negativity seems to move into the past. It looks like you could be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You're no longer holding yourself back. You're prepared for your life to move forward. You got nice money coming in. You also may feel like your intuition is growing and developing. You could be moving homes, changing homes, or upgrading your home before the end of the year. Cause for celebration comes in. Not a bad year. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Oh, what's the kitty cat's name? Now, how does a mouse have a cat for a pet? That just doesn't make any sense. Oh, Brandy, where are you? It's cold here too, but it's not that cold. We had snow last night, but probably about by like 10 o'clock this morning, it was really gone. Not that, I mean, like gone off the roads. We had a good couple of inches. Mishti, what's going to happen between me and KLR? Seems to be stress around the situation, and it looks like the love has run out. The moon is in reverse, which means a secret or a situation could come to light around this connection or relationship, but there's not really much happening here. I don't know where your relationship is right now, but that person seems to be holding themselves back with the moon in reverse. There could be a secret that gets revealed, but there isn't much happening between the two of you. Oh, Tom and Jerry. Yeah, they're friends, a cat and a mouse. I was never really into cartoons like that too much when I was a kid. I used to like the Smurfs.
Yes.
My brother used to love Woody Woodpecker. Loved Woody Woodpecker. Jay, no. Could you describe my future wife physically? No. I don't know what I don't know what people look like, and they can change physically between now and the time you meet them. Especially women, they change their hair color, they change their hairstyle frequently. So no, I can't tell you what somebody's going to look like. Oh, what are they wearing there? Flowers? Anybody else here I haven't answered for? RR, I just asked D for space. Will he leave me alone? Yes, he will leave you alone. Laura, what does my manager Lila feel about me? She's been a bit off when it comes to me. I don't know if it's a racial thing. I actually don't think it's a problem with you at all in any way, shape, or form. She seems to have a lot of respect for you. She thinks that you're successful. She thinks you put in a lot of hard work. She thinks you have a lot of potential. She may be going through something. She may be going through something unpleasant in her own personal life, and she could be kind of taking it out on everyone. Maybe not everybody all at the same time. Like, she could be an asshole to you for a while, then she may be an asshole to somebody else. It actually looks like you're going to get past it. Sun is in reverse. It could take a minute, but she should go back to, or either goes back to how she used to be, or the situation improves with the sun. RR, will D pursue me again after the break? No, you're going to have to. You told him to give you space, so you're going to have to contact him in order to get things to move forward. Men are very literal, right? So if you tell them, like, no, I don't like cheesecake, they're not going to show up with cheesecake. They're not going to say, well, maybe she likes strawberry cheesecake. They're going to be, oh, she doesn't like cheesecake. I'm not going to get cheesecake. You told him you want space. You're going to have to contact him now if you want things to move forward. RR, general between me and D this month. Not much is happening unless you reach out to him. So you told him that you want space. He's giving you the space that you want. Not much is growing or changing. You got to get clear on what you want in this relationship. Do you want to be with him or don't you? Do you want space or you want things to move forward? Do you want to tell him that you want space because you want him to chase you? That's not going to work because he doesn't see that as a connection. He can't connect those dots. Men's brains don't work like that. So my suggestion would be to figure out what it is that you want in this situation and then pursue it that way. But if you're telling him that you want space, do you want space or do you want him to come chasing after you? Because he's not going to. Not if you told him that you want him to leave you alone. But you've got to figure out what it is that that you want. Right, it is a form of manipulation, right? Like I said the other day to somebody, if I said to you, can you stop at the store and pick me up coffee, right? You would stop and pick up coffee. You wouldn't say, well, maybe I should buy soda, maybe I should get a cheesecake, maybe we should get chips and dip. Oh, you said to get coffee. And then if you showed up with coffee and I said to you, well, why the fuck didn't you get a cake? What are we going to have the coffee with? What you would be like, but you didn't say get a cake. You said to get coffee. It's the same thing with relationships. If you tell somebody, give me space, they're going to give you space. If you're telling them to give you space because you want them to chase you, it's manipulating, and they have to figure that out. They don't know that's what you really mean, and it's very manipulating. Minazi, is the girl that Derek with, is he using just to hurt me? Well, they look like they've been kind of having a connection for quite some time. But, you know, you got to think about what it is that you want with this guy. If this guy has physically raised a hand to you, then let this other girl have him. Who cares? Because once a guy has hit you, he's going to continue to hit you. So why would you want him back anyway? Do you know what I'm saying? Let her have him. Let him mistreat her. Hey, what are you doing with that? Pompey, is SS loyal to me? I would say more or less. Yeah, I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but they seem to be pretty legit. And how does Kevin feel towards me right now? I broke up with him, but I don't think he believes it's serious. He doesn't believe it's serious. I don't know if it's because you've done this before or he feels like he's lived through this before. But he doesn't think that you seriously want things to end with him. He may think that you're trying to make him work harder, do something more, or get something else out of him, but he's not taking it serious. He thinks that you're still into him. He still thinks that he's going to hear from you, and he still thinks that you want to be with him. Guerra, General. Life changes for the better quickly. You're no longer holding yourself back. You're feeling well prepared for things to move forward. And you have a Pisces that comes in that could be of significance. You got money coming in. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. The world is at your feet. You have a new venture on the horizon. What's going on here? Avery didn't get tested for COVID, but I'm pretty sure she had it when I had it. And she seemed to get over it really fast. Jay, no, how does Elise feel about me currently? Good. She thinks that you're smart, intelligent, attractive, well-prepared. You have a lot of potential. You're kind-hearted, sincere, and compassionate. Mitchell, General on Love. You have a new journey on the horizon, but you may need to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you. Laying down the law, stepping into your own strength and your own self-confidence helps to push your love life forward. Being guided by the divine could bring in a Virgo, and your perseverance pays off. But you may find that you have to cut out things that are not working in order for your love life to move forward. And when you do, it does. It moves forward pretty quickly. Minazi, how will Derek's girlfriend be around our son? She comes up as indecisive. She could be great some days and a real asshole other days. I would, I mean, I don't know if you can, but I don't think that she really needs to be around your son. It's really just my opinion, but she's nobody to the kid. She doesn't really need to be around him. If he wants to see his son, then you could make arrangements to see where the father can see his son. But the girlfriend is really nobody. So I don't really know that that's... I don't think you have to put up with that. Let me put it to you that way. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he could be with this woman for 2 or 3 months. Then he could be with somebody else for 2 or 3 months. Your kid doesn't have to have all these miscellaneous people in their lives. That's nobody to this son. I don't think you need to entertain that. I think you can put your foot down if you want to. Neither one of us had a fever when we had it. But I know a lot of people do get a fever. I don't know why we didn't have a fever. Liz, what will happen next with C and I? Communication seems to pick up. Communication picks up out of the clear blue sky, and you may feel like all of a sudden the relationship is starting to grow and transform. Sonia, if my cousin Elle and her husband get separated and divorced. I would think eventually they will. Yeah, because it looks like the relationship is out of balance. I don't know how happy they are. Could take a while, but I think eventually it's going to end. Yeah. Gladys, General. It looks like you got happiness that comes in and around your life. It looks like you have a Capricorn coming in that could be of significance. Feeling better compensated and better respected around work, possibly paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Could be reconnecting with an old friend from the past. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. El Coley, how does he feel when he hears from me? He's an Aries. Seems to feel happy and content. Empress. Oh, that's not for me. Sun. What does my boss B think of me? Thinks that you have a lot of potential. You're grounded, stable, smart, hardworking, reliable, creative, independent, and that you put a lot of hard work in. Or your hard work doesn't go unnoticed. Yeah, that relationship's not going to last forever, but it could take a while for them to realize it or digest it. Like, people tend to kind of just get comfortable and stay in situations even if they're unhappy. It takes a while for her to actually make a decision to leave that marriage. Minazi, will Derek leave me alone and just be with the girl? I don't understand why I'm crying and why he's trying to hurt me. Because he's got serious issues. I mean, it's never easy. No matter what the situation is or how bad the situation is, it's always painful. I don't know any breakups that aren't painful, right? There's always hurt. There's always anxiety. It's always. Very rarely do you see like somebody walk away from a situation and not be hurt by it. But when the situation is not, it's not for your greatest good to stay with somebody that mishandles you physically, right? It's bad enough when somebody is verbally abusive or when they're doing things that are like emotionally abusive, but being physical is something different. And then on top of that, you've got children. So now the kids are going to see this. So the whole thing is unhealthy. But even though it's unhealthy, it still doesn't mean that it's not painful. It is painful. Thing is that when you get a little time in separation from it and you start to see things a little bit more clearly, you'll realize that it's what's best for you to not have this person in your life and to not spend time with somebody who doesn't show you a lot of respect, causes you a lot of anxiety. They're not great with communication. They may know that they're wrong. They don't like to admit it. There's a lot of negativity around the situation. The timing isn't good either. And it looks like with the Fool in reverse, you could find out more shit about him that you didn't even know yet. And the star is in reverse. So ending the situation and moving forward with your life is the best thing for you. It being painful, that's just part of it. There's no way to, you got to get through it. That's the only way. The only way, that's what we used to say in yoga, the only way to get through, the only way to get over it is to go through it. I don't remember, something like that. The only way out is through. Once you get over something and you put it behind you, it's over. It's done, and you don't want to go back to it. Nobody wants to go and find somebody who's going to be abusive. Think about it. If you were putting out into the universe the kind of person that you wanted to be with, I want to be with a cheater. I want to be with somebody that abuses me. I want someone that hits me. I want someone who's going to tell me they're going to show up and not show up. I want someone who's going to lie to me. No, nobody wants to be with that person. But when you're craving love from somebody and you're trying to get something from somebody, you're always going to be disappointed. So the best thing to do is to end the relationship that's not functioning and work on what's missing inside you or what's broken inside you that makes you want to be with that person. Because it's all about you, not him. For all of us, everybody that's ever gone through anything. That was another thing I learned when I was studying with the law of attraction teachers. They always said, if you're trying to get something from someone, you're always going to be disappointed. Meaning, if I tell him I don't want to see him anymore, then he's going to try harder, right? I'm trying to get something from him. Going to be disappointed because what he heard is, I don't want to see you anymore. Not, I wish you would try harder, right? That's not what he heard. So it's the same thing. It's like, this guy obviously has his own set of issues if he's physically hitting women. So why does he want to hurt you? Because it makes him feel stronger, tougher, smarter, or in control. That's why. But you don't have to let him hurt you. You can cut him off. That's your decision. Unfortunately, you've put up with it for so long that it's come to this point. And the longer it goes on, the harder it's going to be with everything. It doesn't make a difference what the relationship is or what the situation is. It's harder to leave a job you hate at 10 years than at 1 year. Because at 10 years, it's like, well, I've already been with the company 10 years, and I get 3 weeks vacation, and I get sick days, right? But after your first year, you may be like, fuck this. I don't want to turn around in 10 years and still be here. Same thing with a bad relationship. Talia, general for tomorrow. Looks good. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief and things grow, change, and transform, possibly around romance. You got travel on the horizon. That might not be tomorrow, but it could be in the near future. You could be reconnecting with an old friend from the past and feeling better compensated and better respected around work, school, or business. Sun, does M have romantic feelings towards May? Yes, I think so. Glitter B, will my marriage work out or end? It looks like it's a long and winding road. I don't know that it's going to withstand whatever has happened because it looks like things are out of balance. There's secrets around the relationship, feeling unprepared. There's a lack of trust. Somebody's holding themselves back. They're afraid to move forward. I'm not convinced that this relationship can be saved at this point. If you're both on the same page and you're willing to put in hard work, anything can be saved. It doesn't look like the two of you want to do the work. It may be that only one person wants to do the work. The other person may have decided that it's over already. I would have a discussion with your husband about it, what they want for the future. Are you singing? Are you singing? He feels closed off. I would have a conversation with him about what he wants for the future. This way, once and for all, you can know where you stand, and then you can move on with your life in whatever direction you have to move on. At least you would have an answer. The worst is when, I think that the worst is being in that limbo situation where you don't know what's going on. Talia, what are BP's next actions? Cause for celebration comes in around communication coming in. Love cup is full, and you may feel like there's good karma coming back to the situation. Things start to move forward. Master Manifester, send your question with a blue heart. Sandy A, general reading. Got a Virgo coming in that may be of significance. Feeling a little bit more grounded and stable around work, school, or business. You may be making a decision to go back to school. Lay down the law, set up boundaries that'll serve you well. You're no longer feeling like you're holding yourself back. New venture is on the horizon. Your perseverance pays off around finances. And you may be taking time for rest, relaxation and self-care. Carol Ann, are the DA girls from Ortho intimidated by me? I'm a Capricorn. Yes, a little bit. Yes. Caribbean, how does M the Libra feel about me? How does M the Libra feel about me? Thinks that you're compassionate, grounded and stable, smart and intelligent, focused, you have a lot of potential, you're attractive. Master, will I gain full custody of my daughter this year? Will I gain full custody of my daughter this year? Yes, I think you will. Yes, I think you will. What are you watching, Daisy and Minnie? Is there anybody here I haven't answered for yet? Yeah, she's pretty good. She's pretty good. She's got a lot of planets in Capricorn. I think that makes her kind of grounded and stable. Are you my girl?
That's it.
Yeah.
Hey.
A 3-year-old. Aw. Is there anybody here that I haven't answered for yet? Oh, Gemini. My brother and my nephew are both Gemini. But my Gemini nephew wasn't the handful. It was the Taurus that was the handful. Although he never gave me a hard time. He used to give his grandmother a really hard time. Master, I'm feeling June-ish. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it could be. Yes, it could be. Absolutely. That's it. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Then I will see you guys tonight, probably around 9:30. 7 o'clock, there's a Curious George special on that we have to watch. But then I'll be on after that. So I will see you guys later. Thank you all very much for being here. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. Thanks again, guys.